Hi everyone, it's Sylvia, and you might know me as Capturing God's Art on Facebook. Well, you must, because you're my Facebook friend. Today, I just wanted to do my very first video blog, so welcome. Thanks for following my photo of the day. I've had so much fun hearing your comments. It's made my little hobby so much more fun knowing that people are looking at the pictures, enjoying them. And really to thank you, because I've been really inspired to take my photography to the next level, which some of you have noticed is doing portrait photography. So this last year I've been spending a fair bit of time learning the technique of doing photo shoots. I have a lot of the technical skill from landscape photography, but now transitioning over into doing family portraits, lifestyle portraits, baby portraits, dog portraits, you name it. I've been practicing them all, and thank you to everybody who's been supporting me in that. I wanted to touch on a topic today that I think a lot of people don't understand, and I'll make it brief, but I think it's just something that I'll put out here because it confuses people, and that is the question of why do photographers charge what they charge? I mean, let's face it, if you go online and look for a newborn session or something, you can pay like $500. You can pay $1,000 if you want to, and it's just sort of like, what on earth is that about? I mean, you meet with me for a couple hours, you're plugging your camera into your computer, you're doing that magic Photoshop thing, which that can't take long, and then bingo bango, I'm out all this money, and yeah, I have some nice pictures, but really, is it worth that? It seems like a ripoff. So I just wanted to touch on that, comparing it to your hobbies. Some of you probably sew and can and cross-stitch or paint or do those kind of things. And when you make a gift for somebody, you know that that person has no idea how many hours of time you spent, let's say canning. You've been out to the apple orchard, you've picked your apples, you've peeled them, you've cored them, you've boiled them, you've bought jars and lids, you've done the cute little label thing, and you've given it to your friend, and they're like, oh, thanks, because maybe they don't even appreciate a homemade gift. Or maybe you sell an item on Etsy for $10, $20, but like you literally have spent like a couple of weeks knitting that thing or sewing it or fixing it. So you understand where I'm coming from. Photography is exactly the same thing. It's an art, but it's also a profession. And there's also expertise involved. So yeah, anybody can take their iPhone and take a picture. But that's on a whole different level from what someone like myself or someone else is going to be doing for you, because they've taken courses in photography. They're constantly taking courses. If you're like me, you're online taking webinars and researching and practicing your trade. The other thing involved with photography is this whole concept of, well, what's with the time thing? It's like 2 hours of work. That's a fantastic wage. But people don't realize that I spend a ton of time answering emails, answering telephone calls. I mean, when people book a session, they don't just ask you to show up. They want to know what to wear. They want to know where we're going to meet. They want to tell you about their child. They want to tell you about some outfit they bought or a prop that they have. And I love having those conversations. And so I'm not going to cut somebody off on the phone and start, charging by the minute. No. The other thing too is travel time. Meeting clients in person is something that I'm totally willing to do. To hear, to meet your family, see where you live, scout out the lighting in your house, whatever the case might be. So that's also part of the time, and obviously gas money as well. The other part that ties into it very closely is your equipment, your computer, your internet cost, your website cost, your photography programs that you have. Photoshop, a professional Photoshop program costs roughly $600, and these things are not cheap. The other thing too are lenses. And ask any photographer, they have a bag of lenses, and trust me, you don't get 6 for 1 at London Drugs. They cost hundreds of dollars, most oftentimes thousands of dollars, and the longer that you're a photographer, the more of these lenses you want to have, because they just match every situation in such a perfect way. The other thing is marketing sets and those beautiful templates that you get for Christmas and for baby, things. None of those things are free. You have to buy them, and someone else has created their work of art, and in turn I buy them. Props, obviously, if you've had your baby photos done, there's a ton of props that people have. They're all basically purchased. There may be some that you had from your kids, but hello, I don't have any kids, so I'm buying them, borrowing them, begging them. But as time goes by, I like to buy my own and have new items. So I just wanted to put that out there for you, and also to let you know that if you're going to have a session with me, it's going to be super fun. We're going to spend a half a day outside in the fresh air in a beautiful location. We're going to take breaks. The kids are going to have fun. We're going to laugh. We're going to be silly. I guarantee you're going to have a good time. And so you're not going to have to be nervous with me. I am not a hoity-toity photographer. We are going to have a great time. And when you receive the product that I give you, it's going to be beautifully packaged, handmade packaging that I put together personally. It's going to be customized to you and your family and your desires. It's going to have some freebies in there. You're going to have really a beautiful gift. So if you're thinking of buying a gift certificate for someone for Christmas, trust me, they're going to get something very beautiful. And of course, the photographs are going to be the clincher. I do videos, I will do Facebook albums, I can do a timeline banner for you, and those are all included in my fees. So take advantage of the lower price that I'm offering right now. And it is lower because I'm in, like I told you, that transition phase of moving from landscape photography to portrait photography. Take advantage of it now. Next year, I don't know that I can keep the prices at this amount because I do have to pay my expenses as well. Book your session early. You don't have to pay right away. You just book the date and we'll get the ball rolling for you. Don't feel afraid. There's a money back guarantee. If you don't love these photos, trust me, you're getting your money back. And so far, certainly, I have had no unhappy customers. If anything, it's like bring out the Kleenex when that video comes on, because, seeing the beautiful faces of your child or your family or your pet, it's just priceless. And those are moments that you'll have forever. And you will go back to your photo albums and your photo books and your canvases, and you'll be thankful that you did take the time in your busy young family's life to do this, or whatever the case might be. So check out my website. I put it in the comment below. Please leave me your comments, questions, anything else you want to ask me, and I'll try doing this again sometime. So have a great day. Thank you to my customers who have already booked, and looking forward to meeting with you this fall. As soon as this rain goes away, we'll be out there taking some more pictures. Have a great day, guys.